our retail locations or cspire.com for more information on their devices, on the best devices, best plans, and best coverage you can get. I still have my C-Spire iPhone 6, but I will be grabbing an C-Spire iPhone 7 when my contract is up, which I can't remember when that is, April or May. Wendy keeps up with that stuff. Had a great party Thursday night. Want to thank Jay Olive. Want to thank Chad Barber. Award-winning Memphis and May chef was downstairs in between Circle 7 and Beagle Bagel. And he cooked steak kebabs. And yes, we had the dip that I talk about all the time. The steak kebabs dipped in the combination of the dark chocolate, balsamic vinegar, and the butter olive oil was wonderful. He also cooked wings, flatbread. That's some of the best flatbread I've ever had. And pulled pork. And it was all either mixed up, marinated, and or then we had the dips with J. Olive. So it's a great gift for Christmas. Great gift. They had all kinds of gift baskets. You're thinking employees and clients. You can find it all at J. Olive. The Township in Ridgeland. Their team was here. Everybody had a great time. We had over 100 people in it, 125 in and out. At one point, Jackson and Drew, I mean, this space is only about, counting the two other rooms, about 1,200 square feet. At one point, we had probably 40 people in here. Yeah. And we had two specialty drinks, Four Roses cocktail and a Tito's handmade vodka cocktail. It was a great time. What about Fedora losing to Cutcliffe? They recruit in the top 25. Cut doesn't recruit in the top 45 or 50. Man, has David Cutcliffe remade himself. I mean, he left Ole Miss, and evidently he wouldn't give Pete Boone a PowerPoint presentation or make some moves at the assistant coach position. Had some health issues. Super pumped that he got those taken care of. He was at Notre Dame, had to step down. Kind of remakes himself. Coaches are notorious for running the same thing from the time they're 23 years old when they get out of college. It's usually a combination of what their high school coach ran and what their college coach ran. And they really don't ever evolve again. Coaches are notorious for doing the same thing every fall or spring whenever their sport starts. It's those that continue to do continuing ed on their own. Read, seek, talk, call, look at it from a different angle. I don't care if it's at the high school, college, professional level, that grow and evolve and adapt. A great example, Richard DeWeese at MRA, Hoops. He'll tell you in a heartbeat, he allows his guys to do a lot more on the offensive end of the court the last 10 years or so than he did 30 years ago. Well, you got to let them play. They want to play. They want to move, spacing, shoot, slash. Same thing in football, same thing in whatever, softball, whatever sport, your women's hoops. You think I'm going down the right road there? Y'all agree?
Oh, yeah.
601-707-3750. Go ahead.
I was going to say, during the break, we talked about where you would go for if you were giving your, I guess, crab sandwich play of the weekend.
Crap sandwich.
Well, the crab sandwich performance of the weekend was the Auburn Tigers, Jackson, because they were on such a roll. And they were winning football games, and they were playing smash-mouth football and good defense. And to do that in Athens, even though Georgia, you knew they were eventually going to get better a little bit. You knew Jacob Eason was going to improve, but man, they are not the roster that they've been 5 years ago.
No.
And offensive line, Lugan Bills told us, offensive line, no guys on the perimeter that scare you, and defensively they've got to upgrade. And yet they beat them. And Eason, I want y'all to remember this. 4 true freshmen in the SEC are now playing good football. Jacob Eason, Bentley at South Carolina,
right.
Jalen Hurts at Alabama, and Shea Patterson at
Ole Miss.
And Austin Allen and Nick Fitzgerald are both coming back for Arkansas and Mississippi State. So as the national pundits have wanted to beat up on our conference,
Rightfully
just
so.
keep that in mind. And Dak Prescott is a beast at Dallas.
Right.
So as much as they've taken shots at SEC quarterback play, I thought last year, can you tell me another conference that had players that were as good as Dak Prescott, Chad Kelly, and Brandon Allen? You know, as much as
Not
people are
from last
saying
year, no.
you're awful at quarterback. Well, were they awful at quarterback?
I'm not sure they were
Do
all.
people expect you to have 7 great ones at a time? What other conference has 6 awesome QBs at the same time?
The only one that keeps going to my mind is the Big 12, but it's probably something to do with the defenses.
Yeah, Big 12 is only there because of the numbers they're allowed to put up, like the Texas Tech quarterback.
And like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, is Baker Mayfield that good?
No.
And then if you want to put this year, you got Shane Buechele from Texas.
Is he that good?
I watched him play against West Virginia on Saturday. West Virginia couldn't stop me and Jackson in our prime.
Well, score.
I mean, they don't even think about playing defense, and they were getting Texas to punt. Let's go to the phone. C Spire iPhone 7 phone line. 601-707-3750. Our poll question, who's the third best team in the SEC? We need a good nickname for Shea Patterson. We had Shirtless Shea last week.
Time to move on.
Time to move on now that he's a star, dropping 330-plus on A&M and 23 points in the fourth quarter. And then what was the crap sandwich performance of the week?
That's
I'm
Heisman.
going Auburn. Nationally, I go Michigan. Who do we have? Rico, good morning. What do you have for me?
Whoa, what's going on, man?
How are you?
Man, I'm pretty good. Hey, I wanted to put a bug in you fellas there, man, about college football playoffs.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. Alabama, shoe-in. I don't see them losing any more games. I think Clemson is in there because all they got to do is just win out. And there's nobody in their way to actually stop them from going. The Ohio State-Michigan scenario, that's where it gets kind of ruffled a little bit. If Michigan goes on to win the Big Ten, they're going to be in there. It's obvious. But if Ohio State beats Michigan, that means by default the Penn State goes in and possibly plays against Wisconsin. Now,
Yes.
here's the whole purpose of my call. Wisconsin might be the most dangerous team nobody wants to play playoffs or in the championship game. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm an Ohio State fan. I don't even want to play Wisconsin anymore. You gotta feel where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I do. I appreciate the call.
I could see
I'm
that.
with you on everything except Wisconsin. Wisconsin doesn't scare Alabama.
No, because they play in Alabama strength.
Yeah.
They might scare an Ohio State or a Michigan because they play the same type of ball. But no, I can't. Alabama would love to play them.
Smoke Fest. We'll stay on the
Smoke.
phones. And we will go to the C Spire phone line, 601-707-3750. We'll go to Rebel Greg. Rebel Greg, what's up? What do you have for me?
Hey, morning, guys. I just want to say, just proud of the way Shea played this weekend with, only a week to prepare and put those kind of stats on. You'd think that a true freshman would be a deer in headlights. So I think he's going to be a good one. I mean, I ain't saying pump the brakes yet. Give him a few games and let's just see, how the dust settles. But also, we need to give a shout-out to Greg Little holding Myles Garrett to one tackle. And y'all have a good day.
All right, thanks for the call. Yeah, Martinez Rankin and Greg Little did a great job against Myles Garrett the past 2 weeks. And I think the Clarion Nashville headline should be Hail State physically whips A&M to allow Ole Miss to get crucial away game. Is that something? Are we? How about let's ask our Twitter followers to help us on what the Clarion Nashville headline should have been, giving Mississippi State credit for the Ole Miss win this past weekend after MSU absolutely and totally dominated Texas A&M the week before. Is that fair enough? We'll take a break. Out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Crap sandwich performance of the week, Auburn going to Georgia. And then It's pretty easy. The wicked performance of the week was Shea Patterson and Ole Miss. But actually, Greg, I'd go with this. Your defensive line was amazing in the second half.
Crap sandwich.